Guys, how we doing? Boy, that light is terrible. Gotta keep the shop cat off the table. Yeah, I know it's a school night. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. I worked till 3 and then came home. My wife was feeling pretty rough, so been a long day. Long day. Hey, Drake, how we doing, buddy? Hunting and stuff. Uh, are you in good shape tonight, bud? I'll add you back. We just gotta watch doing that, buddy. Trapper Bob, Ruger, what's up, my man? Pest Hunter. Pest Hunter, I don't think Reef saw my last super chat. Kind of upset about that because I need a real hoodie from him. Hey, Anthony, how we doing, buddy? Yeah, Drake, I appreciate it. She just fall is terrible for allergies for her and my boy. It's just terrible. So she's struggling with that and got a stomach ache from all the nasal drainage. I mean, she's so congested. Yeah, you missed, Cat. She's so congested, she's just miserable. Hey, thanks, Ruger. I will. There's a lot of process yet to, between now and publishing. She's got like 3 rounds of editing and then a lot of work yet. But yeah, I'm glad she did it. I'm really glad she pushed through. That's good hunting stuff. Dan, how we doing, sir? Flintlock, I appreciate it. When did you do that, man? I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely, Anthony. Yeah, Pastor, you're probably right. But I want a real hoodie from him. But no, it's I was out here in the shop working. It just got too hot. Even now after dark, it's just too hot. I'm sweating terribly. It's bad. Got a lot of most of my 220 springs compressed. Everything's sorted out. All pogo's taken off the equipment. Next step for me, after convention, actually probably next Tuesday because it's gonna be nice and cool. Power wash the equipment that needs it and check everything over and then get ready to die. So, oh, Flintlock, I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. I know we're up to 8 different states now. She told me so. Yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, Trapper Bob here is like 94 tomorrow. It's gonna be rough. James, how we doing, buddy? Glad to have you in here, man. Really, Dan? That's cool. That's awesome. I still need to figure out how I'm gonna do my float trip that I want. It might not even be possible. I mean, there's not even enough water in there. I could probably walk it faster than I could anything else. There you go. Anthony shared out the Oregon Trapper Association. There's nothing wrong with joining any state, guys. They all need help. So, Don, I like the Formula One. That's kind of my bread and butter, I guess. I can't say it's perfect. Realistically, as far as dye goes, logwood would probably be better. But for me, I don't have the patience or the time just to spend. For me, it'd probably take 2 or 3 days to get everything done. So. Oh, really, Kenneth? Hopefully you're enjoying it or finding some kind of pleasure in it. Pest Hunter, it's bad right now. This river system I want to trap. Right now, probably 90% of it is probably 3 feet wide. So, thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I was gonna ask hunting and stuff. He texted me the next day, which would have been today, actually. So yeah. I had a feeling he's pretty rough, but no, you're good, buddy. Just be careful next time, bud. Yeah, pest owner for sure, for sure. 15-foot Old Town flatback Discovery Sport. I wish I could say I know what that means, Dan, but I'm assuming that's the canoe you're looking at. Rust-Oleum acetone dip. Yep. There's a lot of dips out there. There really is. Mine is more or less kind of like a diluted paint is all it ends up being. Kind of a water-based cold dip. But I do it to protect the springs, and that's my main concern. Yeah, it puts a little coat on everything else, but those springs is what I want. Ruger, they had a terrible day. They said all the doves moved out a couple days beforehand. He's been scouting them pretty hard, and I won't say exactly what he did, but um, it's well under 100, which is really bad for their group. So, well, yeah, Don, exactly, and those work really well too. Honestly, that's probably the best bet, and it's kind of the oldest method that I know of, is walnut holes or logwood dye. But for me, trying to get 3 or 4 dozen traps up to a boil in it and stuff, I just don't have the time. And for me, I don't have a whole lot of equipment that I'm trying to hide. Most of my, I'll grab one now. My 220s in that Formula One, I mean, it's hard to do justice, but you see a little bit of rust coming through. Maybe you can even see it on this side, maybe not. But I mean, they're dark enough for me, and all I'm trying to do is make them not shiny and break up that outline, so they're working fine for me. If I was a huge canine trapper, I for sure would be doing something definitely a lot different. So, Michael, how we doing, buddy? How you like that knife? That's pretty cool that you made that, buddy. That's awesome. That's too nice of a knife, though, to use skinning. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, buddy. Yeah, Mr. Somebody, and I've got one here, and it actually crossed my mind, but I don't know. I need to try probably more things, but that's how I found my Formula One. I used to use oh shoot, the one you use gasoline with Speed Dip. I used to use that. It just made everything real sticky. I went with this Formula One, and it works pretty good and doesn't really make them sticky. So yeah, James, exactly. Wow, Dan, that's a lot of beaver. That is a lot of beaver. Hunting stuff, I do know you said you were leaving probably 12 times. And I think it was somewhere around 10:45 that you left, so. Ooh, Ruger, I get it, buddy. Actually, tomorrow is my first day off in 6 days, which ain't, that's nothing compared to a lot of people. But as slow as we are, for me to work 6 days in a row, I haven't been able to do that since 4th of July. So, definitely glad to capitalize on the financial opportunity. Oh, cool, Grant. Cool. That's awesome, buddy. All right, Best Owner. You take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. Always good to see you in here, buddy. Yeah, you hit it pretty hard pretty early, too, hunting stuff. But kind of tomorrow is my packed day for the Iowa Association convention, so I'm pretty excited for that. So as you guys know, I've been doing kind of a little shout out to join the Iowa Trapper Association, just to kind of show all the associations across the country the good publicity that YouTube or social media can have. And we've got, I think it's 12 new memberships from 8 states, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy about that. I was hoping to get to 20, but the 8 states, I think, is a really good thing to show the reach of what these things can do. Oh, yeah, Mr. Somebody, absolutely. Yeah, Don, I hope he did. Oh, no, Ruger. Here in Iowa, they passed a law now. You can take a side-by-side pretty much anywhere except a major highway. Hunting stuff, don't worry about it, buddy. We've all been there, man. With respect, though, since this is a family channel, I would appreciate if you do get like that next time, just to kind of bail out, man. Respectively. We try to keep this, which, is, I have a few drinks. I expect other people have a few drinks, but I got pretty crazy, buddy. So never turn the oven on. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it, buddy. I think we got it covered for tonight, though. I'm only going to mention it once, and I don't want to bore people to death with it all the time, but uh, just kind of, you know, I'm excited to present this on Friday. Yeah, Don, it was no big deal. It's just once once we started deleting or blocking people, then I had to go undo some stuff. So, but it's all good, all good. Oh, really, James? Yeah, we have to have slow-moving vehicle sign and lights, I believe, is our law. But I could be wrong on that. I don't know. I don't have a side-by-side. I wish I did, but I don't. Ruger, that's what I've got that I know of that have mentioned my name or YouTube or something from the members, because I'm real good friends with the treasurer, Christy. Her and her husband are great people, and I messaged her trying to give me an update, and I talked to her this morning, and we've got 12 new members that have mentioned either YouTube or me or Luke or somebody in there from 8 states, which is cool. That's what's cool. What's horn, Don? Nah, James. Yeah, we still have to have it. Like my dad's, it gets to probably 45 or so. Some of these things, man, I mean, they'll accelerate and hit top speed faster than my truck. It's ridiculous anymore. But you're also going to spend $30,000 on one too, so you might as well be buying that truck. I know a Horn Don. He goes by a Horn. He'll be at the ITA. Don, are you going to be there? Man, it's hot out here. It was a miserable day. I think we got, most of the 220s well done now, so. Oh, Ace, it's no big deal, man. It's not the end of the world. I just want to show them, the kind of show the ITA and other associations the benefit of this. We're getting ready to start that Iowa Trapper Association YouTube channel. I'm working on content for it now. I've got people sending me content that's hopefully going to be here tomorrow so I can get edited and put on and present a video to the board on Friday. But this is a huge thing that I think all trapping associations should look at, is YouTube, social media. Some of them are doing phenomenal and are well above my level of experience. And then some of them are just, very, very old school yet. So, but I did get permission to start this channel and present it to them on Friday with what we got to get the final approval. So I'm pretty excited for it. Ruger, I'm not at 8. I'm 9 o'clock. I better be 9 o'clock. I've got the adult demo at 9, and then I think 10:30. I got 10:30, 1, and 3, and what my plan is at 10:30, 1, and 3, I'm going to break it up, 1.5s and how to use them, dog proofs how to use them, body grips and snares how to use them. I'm trying to round up some inventory and buy some cheaper traps to hand out. That's kind of the plan at the ITA, is hopefully pick up some gear. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a busy day for me. Very busy day. A lot of stuff going on. I'll make you uncomfortable. I don't think you had a wrench. Dove on the menu tonight. Not here, Sack Nuts. Maybe for you guys. No, we're hoping to have some Dove poppers and stuff up at the ITA, but doesn't sound like it's gonna happen. A lot of people struggled this year, seems like so far. So, but no, the ITA is gonna be fun. I love the ITA, man. That convention. Maybe it's just because it's where I cut my teeth, actually talking to real people about trapping. Just something about it, and I've got a great group of friends that let me hang out and basically mooch food off of them all weekend. Just some awesome people up there. Oh, Ruger, that must mean your wife's coming. So I'll have the prettiest and the ugliest if you're coming. Oh, shit. Hopefully bringing the whole family up. I need to get Lori up there, too. I need to meet Mom. I need to meet your mom. Oh, shoot. That's funny. No, it's going to be a busy day. Kind of that's some weight on my shoulders, too. That's Bruce Rhodes' event, and he asked me once if I'd host the youth thing, and it's pre-staking. That is opening day of pre-staking here in Iowa, and I've never missed that since I've started road lining hard. Never, not once. This year I am, not because I don't want to, but I am seeing definitely my focus switch from me to education, in a sense, if you will. I'm definitely going to go out and do my thing and hit it as hard as I possibly can, but at the same time, it's very important that I feel like this is a bigger priority to me. Ruger. I'll bet I can flip a canoe. Probably no problem. Trying to get stuff ready. It's slowly kind of coming along, but a lot of work to do yet. A lot of work to do. Oh, cool, Kim. That's awesome. That's awesome. You get the size measurements on your wood coon boards then? Dan, I hope you're right, but I'll take that challenge. Yeah, Ruger, and so I was looking at it, and up in Osage where I'm going to be, the high one day is like 74, a low of 48. That's going to be awesome. I might have to bring sleeves. We're pushing that limit of the night activities, which there should be enough liquid courage flowing that I probably won't get cold, but I'm excited for that. That's not even as long as me, Dan. You need one at least 72 inches. Yeah, David, that's hot, man. That's hot. Welcome in, by the way. Yeah, we hit like 94, and it's miserable. Just miserable. All right, buddy. You take care. Right, James. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have enough time, like, getting my truck half the time. I think I'm going to flip it. Sack nuts, yeah. Especially if you live anywhere urban or early seasons, like they have no idea what's going on and they're not scared at all. I learned real quick hunting and stuff when I did my muskrat line 2 years ago on Christmas. It'll be 2 years ago this Christmas. You can't have 1 foot in the boat and put 1 foot on the bank and expect to make a set between your feet because that boat just pushes away. That was terrible. Okay, Kim, so you got the measurements then. 35 and bigger is a 4, 32 inch is a 3XL, 29 is a 2, 27 is a 1, I believe. I think that's right. And also, good point to add to this, I would go ahead and on that board, write the size below the mark. So when you have this mark here, hold on, I'll get my, put the number here on the side of the board so you know what size it is. Don't put it in the middle because you have the tail to contend with. I learned that. I put all my marks in the middle years ago, and then I put that tail on there, and I had no idea what size it was. Little trick I learned. Cat wants up your bad. Kim, no, I use Fox boards because they're so narrow and smaller. I use the Fox boards. Ruger, yeah. Actually, the truck goes in tomorrow. I drop it off for an oil change and tranny flush. So, oh yeah, hunting stuff. And I was in some deep water. Like, we hit 6 foot real quick. I was pretty lucky that somehow I had the groin strength to pull the boat back to me just by using my feet. That's the only strength on there too, I promise you. But 406, how we doing, bud? Your stuff goes out tomorrow, Johnny, right? I'm trying to remember everybody's name and everything. Yeah, that ships tomorrow. That would have been today, but everything was closed, so. Which is crazy, because we had a big event at our house this weekend. A bunch of kids running around. And I had kids break my toilet. They pulled the handle deal off the plunger in the toilet, ripped it in half somehow. And they broke our sliding glass door handle, like ripped it off. I ordered a sliding glass door handle yesterday afternoon, and it showed up today. So I ordered it on Sunday, and it showed up on Memorial Day from Amazon, and I don't understand that. Yeah, 406, no problem, bud. I'll tell you, 406, we have the worst communication. I apologize for a lot of it, because a lot of that's me, and I apologize, man. David, yeah, moved most everything. I've got skunks yet to do, but that's about it. Ruger, you don't, but you probably do. Ty, how we doing, bud? By the way, did you guys know flies are attracted to Fireball? I had no idea. I left my lid off this last time I was out here. I had no idea. Yeah, sorry, 406. Ah, James, I never thought of that, but it makes a whole lot of sense. That's why they always fly around this drink that I have. Yeah, Dan, they had a party, all right. Yeah, hunting stuff, you're not wrong. I didn't, I forgot to put the lid on it last time I was out here, apparently, and yeah. Go figure. But no, I'm looking forward to the Iowa convention. It's gonna be fun. See a lot of people I don't get to see but once a year, and it's gonna be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. I never thought of that, James, but yeah, I guess they are attracted to the sweets. That makes sense. I've got to pick up a few things. I cannot find my skunk gambrel, because that's something I got to do tomorrow yet, skin skunks, and I cannot find my gambrel. So that's going to be very difficult tomorrow. So, which I got cable, so we'll make it work, but it is what it is. Might have found a new market that I'm working on for some more organs, so optimistic on that. Trying to start talking to people about markets, seeing where everyone's sitting, what they want, what's happening. We got my actual raccoon gutting tool here. No hunting stuff. Apparently it's everything else. Yeah, Sack. I bet it. I bet. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know, we're not seeing a whole lot of deer in my area. Other parts of Iowa, though, I've talked to a lot of people, and they're seeing a lot of deer. But just right here, at our house, we got 2 does that have 5 fawns between them, which is pretty good for, you know, our yard, our neighbor's property. Like where we used to deer hunt years ago, there's nothing. There's just nothing. Hopefully come back when it's a little cooler, get the shop cleaned up. The ITA convention is going to really get me going, I think. Really fire me up. But that being said, I got a lot of work to do there. Start filming some demos for the Iowa Trappers Association YouTube channel. I still got to create an account, email and everything for that. And so much work to do. Seems like I'm never ahead. Al's, I didn't even know you were in here. How we doing, buddy? Happy to have you in here, man. Oh, yeah, Ruger, for sure. Didn't even see Al sneak in here. Ah, yep, he got the ranch dressing comment. There it is. Kim, I want 1,500 coon. That's my goal. That being said, if it's going to be possible, I need to get my rear and gear now. I've got a lot more ground to find if I'm going to hit that. Alice, how you doing, buddy? Glad to have you in here, man. It was good to talk to you on the phone the other day, too. Might have to give you another call here soon and catch up. But I actually, Al, I wore your shirt yesterday to our family gathering because I wanted a sleeved shirt. And honestly, that's one of the very few I have. It's that or Trappin' Bros. It's pretty much about the only sleeve shirts I own anymore, other than a few Devers Wildlife Control shirts. But they're all stained and look like crap, so that's cool, Don. That's cool. I love watching deer, and that's what a lot of people misinterpret hunters and trappers. You know, oh, you want to kill everything. I love watching deer in our yard right now. It's so cool. We've actually had a few turkeys come into our backyard recently too, and it's fun to watch. Don, I don't know if I saw or not. Are you going to be at the ITA? I think we talked about before, but I don't remember. Hunting and stuff, yeah, it was a good auction. Pretty cool event, and I'm pretty sure we helped out Alice pretty good. Yeah, James, I bet, buddy, I bet. Alice, I'm half tempted to. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good shirt, and like, man, same thing with like the Trappin' Bros. It's a good quality shirt. It's like I don't want to cut it or show disrespect, but that's just kind of how I am. Like, I don't wear sleeves. I work a -10, and I still wear this exact same shirt underneath a hoodie at work. So, just kind of how I am. Nice, Anthony. Anthony, your stuff ships out tomorrow too. I should get it out tomorrow as well, buddy. Ruger, I'll gladly pay for it, buddy, because that's a good quality shirt. But I'm not going to cut one off until I'm sure I can get another one. I don't know, I just hate sleeves. It's so constricting anymore. I'm weird. But it's kind of become my trademark, I feel, in a sense. Like, I don't know. It's just who I am. Some people hate it, but it is what it is. Ty, so far we have 12 new memberships that mentioned my name or YouTube or Next Gen. So 12 that have left comments when they joined from 8 states. So the 8 states is awesome. The 8 states is awesome. You know, I was hoping to get to 20 memberships. And that's just, you know, I want to present it in the sense that I'm just, you know, I just mention it in my lives from time to time and look at what, if the ITA YouTube really gets off the ground, which I think it will, look at the potential. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Ruger, I'm XL, buddy. Let me know. I'll buy one from you, bud. Sack nuts, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's right, Don. You told me that, I believe. Yeah, we've talked about it. I thought we did, but I couldn't remember. I'm terrible with stuff like that. I have learned I am a visual learner. I can't remember anything that happens. Oh, you get out of there. Okay. Ruger, just remember the note, because I don't do that. I'm terrible. The amount of notes I have on our computer inside the house from lives, it's like, what is this about? Like, honestly, like hunting and stuff. I think it was his furs. I had a note that just said hunting and stuff. And the next day I'm like, what does that mean? What did he do? Is he in trouble? Yesterday I could have said that, but not now. Yeah, I appreciate it, Don. Nah, just be nice to meet some more people in Osage. I'll tell you what, like, I've met some people that, you know, I know and see in here. But what's pretty cool is when I go to convention or something and someone would come up to me and say they watch my stuff, but they never comment. Like, they're too nervous about it or don't want to comment. And I'm like, please do. Please, I love interacting with people. That's what I want to do. That's the whole purpose of these lives, is to interact with people. Yeah, right, Anthony? Yeah. Oh, hunting stuff. You're all right, buddy. Like I said, man, you know, just next time, you know, if you start feeling like you're too messed up, just hop off here, buddy. We can always chat later. Just don't when you started deleting people and stuff, then that's when I had to step in, bud. So. Al's Outdoors, my nickname when I was a kid was Buggy Whips, is what my dad called me. Because I was like high school, 5'11", 140, believe it or not. So I was a little tyke until I started my job. And then when we lift 50,000 pounds every day, you gain muscle. And then when you get enough seniority, you don't have to do that. That muscle turns to fat. And here we are at 250. Right, 406, exactly. And that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Hunting stuff, you're all right, buddy. I don't hold it against you. First thing to admit is you made a mistake, and now we're good. So it's all good, buddy. Oh, cool, Dan. I do know they are at the convention. They are auctioning off a ride-along down in Arkansas. For a couple Iowa guys that are phenomenal otter, beaver, and predator trappers. So I might be bidding on that. It'll be in January when I go down, so we'll see. No, Don, not at all. I'm glad to see you in here, man. I'm glad to see you jumping in here and interacting. You know, we need that mix of experience and people that have been there and done things, and youth in all aspects of the outdoors. Thanks, Anthony. Well, Ruger, you're not old. You just have, an overly large head. There's it's okay. Um, Nobody's perfect. I mean, oh, right, Ruger. I don't know much, and that's why I'm hosting this whole thing. Pretty soon, we're gonna do some, basically start filming for season 4. I think I'm on season 4 now, coming up this year. That's crazy to me. Like, I can't even comprehend that. Absolutely, Anthony. Thank you. Zach. I'm going to be doing a little bit more on that, Anthony. I need to, but really, I think the Iowa Association is starting off with that, and that will have more attention than me, so I'll probably just let them handle that. Don't shut on me. How we doing, bud? Ruger, as long as I stand in front of a door, I'll be fine, because you got to like turn your head sideways and hit the frame of the door and stuff with your head. So I'll hear you coming, buddy. If I'm out in the open, like in a football field, yeah, you got a good shot. Hunting stuff, I don't think we ever did, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't remember. No, I hear you. Don't trouble me. It was a long day here too. Worked all day, came home, and the wife's like dying on the couch, so I kind of let her take a nap, or tried to, and got the kids dinner and such, and her allergies are just killing her. Ruger, so fun fact for you. At the that kids event that I helped with down there in Knoxville, I kept preaching to them, safety of these 220s. How you got to be safe. They're very deadly traps, and watch what you're doing. But always remember, take the safeties off when you're ready to use them. And I went to fire the trap to show them how lethal they are, and I had forgotten the safeties on them. Not me, Don. Not me, buddy. Yeah, absolutely, honest stuff. You're good, buddy. Yeah, thanks. Don't try me. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, Ruger, and that's the thing. I think it was a good lesson, because, like, even though I preached it during the class with that exact group, it's like we all make mistakes, 100%. We all make mistakes. We're all gonna mess things up. It's just part of it. I think, yeah, it might have been you guys. I can't remember which group it was, but yeah, I did. 100% did. Don't tread on me. I really hope you and your boy got something out of that class, man. Um, I don't promote myself in that class by any means, but it's good to see some people in here from this channel that went to it and are wanting to learn, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I had 2 groups to learn beforehand, and I still messed up. Don, if you factor in inflation, what is that, $30 rats and $120 coon? In the 70s, I wasn't even a twinkle in Dad's eye yet. Oh, man. I'm envious of you guys that trapped that long ago. My style of trapping now, I'd have a lot of stuff missing, but I've often wondered, if I was to trap alongside of these people that trapped in the real fur boom, what I would learn. Would my learning curve be quicker by seeing it like that? Would it, you know, what would I have known differently? What would I have learned? Uh-oh. Oh, cool, Dan. That'd be awesome. Oh, cool. Don't tread on me. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Ruger, you're probably right, bud. My brother was born probably in the early 80s, but... Yeah, Ruger, I'm the same way. Ty, I didn't realize you're that old. Not old. Seasoned? Is that the best word to say it? I apologize. Some reason, Ty, I did not think you trapped back then. Kenneth, man, that's crazy. However, with the competition, I'd probably be lucky to hit 50 coon, compared to now. No, Ty, you're not old. You're seasoned and you have experience. That's the best way to say it. I apologize for not knowing that. I mean, you're in almost every one of my lives. I feel like I should have known that. So, sorry, sir. I did not know that. Phone's still charging. Normally it's too hot out here for it to charge and me do a live, so I was kind of nervous. Exactly 406. And honestly, it's pretty awesome to have some of these guys that trapped in the real fur boom in here. Could you give any advice to any of you guys that that trapped in that fur boom? Ty, Don, any of you guys Kenneth, that were really in that? That's always fascinated me. I know there's a lot of theft. I mean, there's people that literally got killed over lines, like trapping lines, but just always interested me. Yeah, that's too bad, Sack Nuts. Man, I'm getting kind of shaggy. We might have to clean this up a little bit. But I can't do it till after convention, because if I do it first, my wife's going to say I did it for convention and not for her. So I got to wait till after. Bob, that's amazing. That's just amazing. I bet, Dan. I bet. Wow, Kenneth, that's crazy. So, okay, let me ask you guys this. The guys that trapped back in the 70s and 80s, you guys have got the experience of life and have been around for a while. In your opinion, financially, is it harder to live now or back then? Honest question, because I have heard, yeah, money was tight back then and you didn't make a lot of it, but it went a lot farther then compared to now. So I'm really interested into hearing that. Oh yeah, Alice, I bet, man, 100%. So it's tighter back then. Dan says it's harder now. I get it, Ty, for sure. Money went farther, Bob. Okay. And that's an honest question. I appreciate this, guys. This is awesome information. Because I've heard the stories. My dad, he'd go through struggles, and it seems like you guys struggled more. Like, how do I say it? Your problems were worse, but you had fewer problems, if that makes sense. Now, people have, back then, say maybe 10 problems, but they're pretty severe problems. Now, people have 100 problems, they're not as severe, but there's so many more of them, and I don't know. That's kind of the way I view it. So that's really good to know. Especially, yeah, most of you guys saying it's harder now. Um, I I was really intrigued by that. That's kind of interesting to learn. 406, yeah, that's interesting. That's good stuff, guys. I like that. Because that's something people don't understand. Um, and part of that issue probably is just the way the world is anymore. It's probably so much easier to go into debt than it used to be. Um, you know, there's not many people that I would say convenience has definitely taken over in the average person society, including mine. Um, it's different. Back then, we had tons of rats everywhere. The prices brought up thieves and drove. Chased down, catch 4 different thieves and caught them. That's crazy, Don. That's amazing. Bought a new 4x4 Chevy pickup for $5,300 in '76. That's crazy, Bob. Dad picked up a fresh coon, hit on the road right before a snowstorm. Made more money off the coon than he did night plowing. Yeah, so Ruger, and that's what my dad would tell me was, you could go out, and if you got 3 coon in a night in the '70s, it was far more than your daily wage, pretty much with any job in the Midwest here. And for me now, if I was just selling the fur, I would have to have 40 coon a day to get close. Okay, Ty. That's very interesting. Just wanted to buy in the round. Get checks. Oh, I bet, Dan, for sure. People make their own problem because they... yeah, I'll give you that. Don't tread on me. Everyone's willing to push blame on somebody else. Kenneth, you got a '78 GMC Jimmy. That's awesome. Yeah, Al, that makes sense. People trusted more back then, made bartering nice. Yeah, I could see that. I'm pretty lucky where I'm at. We don't have big issues by any means, but I've seen those towns where people literally have bars on their windows and stuff. And I do know my dad bought a brand new '97 Chevy 1500 extended cab, 4-wheel drive, and it was like $19,900 in '97. That same vehicle now, you're probably talking 52, 54. Oh, cool, Ruger. That's awesome. So the farm pond you trapped back then had 8 houses on it. That's cool. Hold on. Reef text me. I might cut you guys out for just a second. We good? I come back? Yeah, hunting stuff. That's crazy. That's so cool to learn. I love the history of trapping and what it's done for the country, and I hope so badly that we have maybe not a fur boom like that again, but to a point where we can really make some money trapping. I'm fortunate enough to basically be able to pay my truck off this year, which is huge for me. But doing what I do now, if the market were to spike like it did in 2013, we're talking some pretty serious money. And it'd just be nice to make trapping something that's desirable again. But then again, you kind of want to do it in baby steps. You don't want people coming out of the woodwork. Oh, hey, coon prices are high. Let's go steal crap, Make actual trappers out of it. Right, hunting stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I'm hopefully going to shoot for 1,500 this year. You got next gen, he's going to go out and shoot for 2,000. And the way he is, honestly, I can see him probably hitting 2,500, honestly, which is almost half of the highest I've ever heard in Iowa of 5,300 in a year. So that's really impressive. I'm looking forward to seeing what that kid does. But, that right there shows you what YouTube will do. You know, he pretty much learned everything from Coon Creek. He'll tell you all the time of what he learned from him, and I actually got to watch Next Gen meet Coon Creek at Nationals this year, and I'll tell you what, he might as well have been meeting the biggest celebrity you know. That kid was nervous, which I'll probably get in trouble for sharing this, but I mean, you know, that's a big deal for him. You know, he learned so much from him. And that just goes to show you what the power of this YouTube and social media can do. It's pretty amazing. Oh, I'll bet, Alice. Yeah, there's a fur buyer everywhere back then. Right, Ty. Exactly. 416 Fox for 72. That's amazing, Bob. Man, that's amazing. I'll tell you what, I hope you're doing some kind of lessons for that. That's amazing. Right, 406. You're right, James. You're right. Yep, hunting stuff, I get it. No, nothing like that. I think most probably sold on the carcass rigger. But no, it was cool, you know. And then he got to actually talk to Stu for a while, and it was pretty cool. It was just pretty cool to see him finally meet, you know, someone that taught him a lot of what he knows. So it's pretty amazing. Oh yeah, don't shut on me, absolutely. Right, Dan, absolutely. Oh, that's crazy, Alice. That's just crazy. That same fox right now is going to bring you like $6. Sack nuts. I haven't heard that one from him. I've heard a few of his now, but I've never heard that one. Is there anybody in here that's going to Osage this weekend? Anybody? Oh, I'll bet you do. Don't try to meet. Yeah. Yeah, dry swamp. There's going to be trails everywhere on that. But Iowa's in a major drought right now, so things might get pretty ugly. I can see that hunting stuff. Yeah, I knew, Don. I knew you said that earlier. That's too bad, man. I really want to meet you. You're on almost every one of my lives and always have a good voice in here, so we'd like to meet you someday. Hopefully next year you can make it. Or maybe the Nationals in Sioux City. Or Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls, I think. Yeah, don't try on me. It's crazy how fast it goes away. Oh yeah, James. I get it, buddy. I get it. No, I'm probably the worst influence on that poor kid. So. I hope so, Don. I really do. Oh yeah, Anthony. It happens all the time. But anyway, guys. Next live you'll see out of me. I gotta text Luke yet, but me and him next gen. Sorry, not Luke, because that's not his name. We're probably gonna. I'll see if he wants to do a live while we're headed up to Osage, because I'm picking him up Thursday as soon as I'm off work, and we are headed north. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I hope you do, Ty. I'd love to meet you as well. You know, you're in here all the time. Pretty much one of my first ones to jump in here, so I really appreciate the support. Um, really do. Uh, it's so cool, you know, and this just shows that yeah, we're reaching some youth with these channels and educating people, or trying to, but you still have so much knowledge like what we've talked about now that's lurking out there that's willing to adapt to this. Um, and I'll tell you what, you guys are the ones that I'd love to sit down and pick their brain and do a video with. I'm hoping I won't be there to do it. I'll be busy with other classes at it, but in Bloomfield, they're doing a kind of a questionnaire with Slim Peterson, and I'm hoping someone will record that, because that knowledge that that man can share from his career of trapping would just everyone would benefit from it. It'd be so amazing. Oh no, Ruger, night and day difference from my place. Night and day. I probably couldn't catch 50 coon up there, no joke. Yeah, hunting stuff, absolutely. No, it's fun. I know we got sidetracked again, but no, just that generation of trappers, in my opinion, those of you that are still in here that trapped back in the 70s and 80s, you guys are the diehard true trappers, in my opinion. And sitting down to pick the brains of any one of you would just be phenomenal. Because you guys know what you're doing. You dealt with the competition. You knew what you had to do to avoid, you know, theft and everything else. It's phenomenal. Ruger, no timber. Flat ground, cornfields, nothing else. It's crazy. On the stuff, you did good, buddy. You did good. But, no, I appreciate you guys, all of you. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Especially now that I realize that we do have some more experience in this channel. I knew we had a few guys in here, but that's pretty cool. Some of you guys that trapped in the 80s and 70s even. You guys are the real deal, and I appreciate you jumping in here, because that's pretty amazing. Oh, right, Dan. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ruger, I've only been to Minnesota like twice. Yeah, Ty, that's different for me. I couldn't catch 50 coon up there all year, probably. Night, James. Take care, buddy. I've heard of them, Don. I've never made one, but I've definitely heard of them. Absolutely, Anthony. Yeah, hunting stuff. Yeah, they are. A lot of good people in here, and I always appreciate everybody joining in. I might have to try doing a joint session later on. You know, Ty or Al, Don, some of you guys, Kenneth, some of you guys that, you know, trapped in the 70s, I would love to hear some stories. And to me, that would be very entertaining on YouTube. If I can figure out how to do it, whether it's StreamYard or whatever I have to do. If you guys are willing, man, it would be so fun to just sit down and do more of a podcast, I guess, if you will. Just to learn what you guys know, because, you know, obviously you guys are willing to share things, or most of it anyway, from what I've seen. But so many people won't take that stuff to their grave, and that's sad. You know, we need to pick the brains of guys like you that really know what you're doing, and, you know, to help educate our youth that are hopefully wanting to get into this. So, yeah, Kim, me too. I mean, I would just sit here and I want to take notes. I want to learn this, because I don't hold a candle to the trappers that from the 70s and 80s. I mean, I wouldn't have a clue what I'm doing compared to them. I appreciate it, Don. I really do. It'd be really fun. Seriously, if I could, I should do like a 3-hour live, and I want to take a half an hour with a lot of these guys that, you know, really know what they're doing from the 70s and 80s. I just think that'd be so cool. Rubio, that's how I started learning. I'll bet you, no joke, I've got well over 100 DVDs from trapping. Well over. I'd have to take a look at it. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about doing a video here soon of what made Iowa Trapper Iowa Trapper. To show you guys kind of where I came from and what started me. Be kind of more of a documentary, kind of boring thing, but I have had a few people ask me, questions of like, why are you doing this? What made you start it? And I don't know. Some might find it interesting, some find it boring, but if it was me, I'd find it interesting of something like this. So, Don, not old guys. You guys are just ones that you've got the experience and you know what you're doing, and you've dealt with the politics of trapping, from the stuff that's come down the pipeline and the sets and the competition, and that'd be so cool. I absolutely don't try to. I would learn a lot from it. I would learn huge amounts from it. Ruger, no. I am a first generation trapper. So that's kind of why, like, I never learned all that, the secret ins and outs, that people only pass down to their kids. I am a first generation trapper, so. And that's right, Don, exactly. Everything was a secret back then. And I'm so glad that people like you are willing to share things again, because, or start to share things, because it's a mindset, okay? And this is what people don't understand. No disrespect, Don, but a lot of people from your generation don't understand. They're still stuck in that, we've got to keep it a secret. Don't tell people our secrets. Nobody needs to know this. But that's been going on for so long that things are dying. And we need people, okay, we have to start sharing our secrets, because us as trappers are dying. Oh, nice hunting stuff. Oh, I'll bet, Alice, you probably just used whatever you had, buddy. Oh, I could do that, Anthony. There's a lot of choices out there. That's a damn good idea, Dan. I like that. I appreciate it. Don't tread on me. I'm an open book with absolutely everything. I have no secrets to me at all whatsoever when it comes to trapping. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. Hold on. I'll get that pose. Sack nuts. I know what you're talking about, buddy. And I think the best way to do that, Dan, I mean, it's late now for the Iowa convention, but you get a round table with, say, a half dozen of the greats and record that to share. Oh my God. People, you could probably charge for it, which I obviously wouldn't if it's up to me, but that would be phenomenal. Vicks Vapor Rub, Kim, I have not, but I've heard of people using it. I can't say anything personally about it, but I've heard people do use it. Okay, Alice, I get it. No, Anthony, fresh out. That's so cool, Don. That is so cool. I really hope I get a chance to meet you in person someday, sir. Nothing else. If you're willing to, and using your phone, we could have you up on the panel to talk about these sets and what you learned and how you did it. That would probably be one of the best lives that we do, is talking to these older, seasoned gentlemen and ladies. Sorry. But just picking your brains, because you guys are the top trappers. You guys are the ones that live through the tough times, and with theft and everything else. And I have the utmost respect for that generation. I just wish more of them had respect for me, in a sense. You know what I mean? A lot of those guys that want everything a secret really don't care for what I do, but that's part of it. Don't tread on me. I can tell you the states that buy the most trapping supplies are Pennsylvania and New York. Don't ask me how I know that. No, no, don't tread on me. Pennsylvania and New York are very, very big fox and coyote trapping places. So it's a very, very big thing out there. Pennsylvania, um, oh, help me out here. I can't remember the guy's name. I got him on Facebook, but he caught like 1,500 red fox in a season. So, yeah, Dan, you're probably right. Probably right. Hunting and stuff, you'd be surprised though. There's a lot of them out there. A lot of them out there. And that's kind of where I'm at, Don. You know, I really feel like I'm doing. I am a very. How do I say it? When somebody doesn't like me, I want to know why, if that makes sense. It bothers me if I know somebody doesn't like me. And there's several people out there that don't, including other YouTubers, and it bothers me. But I'm getting to a point now where I'm kind of like, F it. I don't care. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to promote what I can and educate with my best knowledge that I have to offer. If they don't like it, whatever. I don't care. Oh, okay, Kim. You're using your girlfriend's account. That makes a lot more sense. I'm like, man, this Kim chick's really like into trapping. That's awesome. We need more women in it. Phil Brown. Thank you, William. Phil Brown. Ruger, yeah, that's a lie, but that's okay. Oh, don't tread on me. Don't tell me that. Oh, I want some grays. But no, I really think we should try this. Sometime record a round table with some of the greats. That would be amazing. That would just be amazing. I appreciate it, Don. I really do, buddy. Right, Ruger. All right, guys, we're gonna head out of here. Tomorrow's my first day off, and I'm actually looking forward to sleeping in just a little bit. Got a lot of work to do. We got to pack the truck up for Escanaba, not Escanaba, Osage. We've already been to Escanaba. It is early, Ruger, but I'm just beat, man. This has been a long week. It's been a really long week. Just worn out. Just tired, hot, miserable, everything. So, nah, thank you, Kenneth. Really. I just got to line up some people now. I really think you get 5 or 6 people that were the big trappers that, you know, if they went across the country or state hopping and talk to them and pick their brains and let them interact, and I just sit there and listen and record. That might be a huge thing for the ITA page. Promote them. That'd be pretty cool. Thanks, Hunting Stuff. You too, buddy. All right, Anthony. We don't need to worry about individuals bashing people. So, all right. Y'all take care. Take care. And we will probably see you Thursday, somewhere between 9 and 5 on our way up to Osage, Iowa with Next Gen. So, y'all take care. I really appreciate y'all stopping in here. And I mean that. It's awesome. You know, I would do way too many lives, and I know that, but I just love talking with people. It's so fun. And especially like tonight, you know, I learned so much talking to some of these people that trapped in the 70s and 80s. That's just so cool to me. That's just so cool. I love it. So, anyway, y'all take care. Have a good night, and we'll catch you next time.